Okay, so ito yung kailangan yung tandaan kung kailan i-accept or i-reject yung project base sa internal rate of return or IRR. So pag equal siya or mas mataas yung IRR nyo than the minimum required rate of return, remember ang minimum required of return nyo is your cost of capital, which is yung sinet nyo na discount rate. That's discount rate or minimum required of return. Pwedeng kung ang ginamit mo na capital ay sarili mong pera, you usually use the interest rate that you earn. If you put rather than investing your money in a project, you put it only in your time deposit. Okay? Pag ang capital niya naman ay galing sa utang, lahat ay galing sa utang, usually ang ginagamit na minimum required of return or discount rate ay yung magkano ang interest rate ng inutang mo na capital. Okay. So that's why kahit equal siya yung IRR mo sa minimum required of return, ibig sabihin nabawi mo lang yung cost, okay? Nangbawi mo lang yung cost ng capital na ginamit mo, then acceptable pa rin siya. But mas preferred or mas advisable na dapat mas mataas yung internal rate of return sa minimum required of return, since ang pinaka-goal mo naman talaga kung bakit ka nag-invest is para kumita. Hindi yung eksakto lang yung kinita mo na mababayaran mo yung cost of capital mo, yung capital na ginamit mo or maibalik mo lang siya. Another is, hindi mo tatanggapin yung isang project na mas mababa ang internal rate of return kaysa sa minimum required of return or what we call as discount rate or yung interest rate halimbawa ng time deposit rate or interest rate ng capital loan capital. Okay? Kasi dito wala kang kita, lugi ka pa in the sense na hindi mo nabawi yung cost ng capital mo. Then negative pa yung inyong earnings. So when using the internal rate of return, yung cost ng capital ang isa sa hurdle rate that the project must clear for acceptance. Ibig sabihin ng sinasabi siyang hurdle rate, ito yung rate na dapat yung mabawi para nabasehan nyo para i-accept yung project. Okay? Now, let's proceed to this one. So, ito, pwede lang natin gamitin yung formula na to pag yung formula na to na present value factor for the internal rate of return, pag ang annual net cash inflow mo per year ay para-parehas every year. Pag hindi para-parehas every year yung annual net cash flow, then you cannot use this method to find your internal rate of return. So, kaya nakalagay dito is future cash flows are the same every year in this example. So we can calculate the internal rate of return using this present value factor for the internal rate of return. So example, you have the investment cost. Okay, value ng investment na kailangan mong i-invest sa project is 104,620. Ang annual net cash inflow mo per year I think 20,000. And then, if you buy these two, we get present value factor for the internal rate of return na 5.216. So, hahanapin mo ngayon si 5.216 sa annuity factor table or present value of annuity na table. So, dito, example mo is since 10 years yung project life, ibig sabihin 10 years magtatagal yung project ng implementation niya. So, una nyo is hahanapin nyo si year 10. And then, from year 10, you find saang discount rate mo makikita yung 5.216 na present value factor na nakuha natin kanina. So, hanggang mahanap mo si 5216 sa 10 year. And then, ano yung discount rate kung saan nakita natin si 5.216 which is 14%. So, ibig sabihin ng ating discount rate, ating IRR ay 14%. And then, okay. Yung minimum. So, kung ang ating minimum required rate of return ay equal to or greater than 14%, okay, which is, ito yung kanina yung criteria natin, na dapat yung IRR natin ay mas mataas, equal o mas mataas sa 14%, then we accept the project. Since we get a 14% na IRR dito, then we can accept the project or we proceed with purchasing the machine. Okay, so dito ay pakikumpleto yung ano sa baba, pangalan, first sem, school year 2023. Okay, now let's try to compute your internal rate of return using these examples. So expected annual net cash inflow from the project ay 20,000 per year for the next 5 years. Ibig sabihin, 5 years na mag-exist yung project, and then ang annual net cash inflow niya ay 22,000 per year. Ang kailangan mo na investment for the project ay kailangan mo maglabas ng pera na 79,310. So, ang gagawin natin is ano ang internal rate of return ng project. So, una, hanapin natin yung present value factor kanina. Ang tawag mo dun? Present value factor for IRR. So, you divide yung 79,310 na investment cost divided by 22,000. Okay? And then, find that present value factor doon sa table ng present value of annuity. Okay, saan na kayo yung sagot nito? Sandali lang. So you divide this 79,310 divided by 22,000. What do we get? Yung sagot doon, hindi pa yun yung pinakasagot dito sa tinatanong. Tagal naman. Okay, so dito, ang present value factor for IRR is 3.605. Since the project will exist for 5 years, so hanapin nyo sa 5 years, pag nahanap nyo yung 5 years na row, then you move from left to right to find the 3.605, the present value factor for IRR, so that we can get your internal rate of return na 12%. So if we use the table, wala siya dito, hindi siya makita. Okay. 5 years. So, balikan natin yung unang table natin. So, sabi niya ay 3.6. Tama ba? Hanapin natin yung table na naunang ginamit. Yan. 5 years, 3.605. So, 5 years mag-exist yung project. Then, from 5 years, you move from your left to right and find 3.605. And then from this 3.605, ano ang discount rate, which is interest rate, which is 12%. So therefore, ang ating IRR is 12%. Okay. Okay, mas madali kung ikukumpara natin si net present value sa internal rate of return, mas madali na gamitin or mas simpleng gamitin si net present value as basis if we accept the project or itutuloy natin na i-invest natin yung project to that particular project na nag-positive ang NPV. Another is medyo mahirap or questionable yung assumption ng IRR method na nag-a-assume na lahat ng cash inflow ay i-reinvest mo ulit at the rate of internal rate of return. Okay? Mas hindi siya realistic kayo masyadong mataas yung kung mataas ang IRR natin, then it becomes unrealistic na i-assume na lahat ng cash flow mo ay i-reinvest mo at the discount rate, which is the underlying assumption of the net present value. So yung isa kasi sa IRR, i-reinvest mo yung pera na yung cash inflow mo equal to the IRR, which is unrealistic, particularly if yung IRR mo is very high. So mas realistic na i-assume mo na ang cash flow ay i-reinvest mo at the discount rate. So this is more realistic assumption than the assumption for internal rate of return or IRR.